Okay then, Helldivers, we are back. We've got a few things to go over today. B-Vitamin has cleared up some usage points with the DSS and the factor of it being broken right now. The Helldivers logo, or at least Helldivers 1 logo from the movie production. We have got some stuff coming from Johan Peterstedt on the Reddit, and Shams pronounces a new placement inside of the Stockholm team for Arrowhead Development Studios. We're also going to take a look at an awesome leak coming from Iron Sights, because this one got me well excited. So we're going to dive into everything we've got happening today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be so greatly appreciated. And make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, GamerSupps, the company that offers esports athletes and gamers the most effective and healthy energy drink choice compared to the energy drink cans we're all used to help you perform at your highest potential, especially during the most crucial moments. Completely keto friendly, 0 sugar and less than 1 calorie. It's a no-brainer. Links in the description with a load of accessories and snacks to boot. Use code CloudPlays at checkout for a cheeky discount. With that being said, let's dive into the game and see what it is that's happening right now. So to give you guys a quick major order update, this is not looking to be a likely completion. Feel like the DSS being a little bit lagged out may have caused us a bit of a problem, as right now this thing is over on Heath with the Eagle Storm. And if we take a look at when the next democracy movement is, we've got 2 hours and 15 minutes before we actually send it out, at which point the voting is still on Heath. So yeah, that's an annoyance to say the least. Obviously, there is no movement towards the planets that we've got currently right now, which is Elduna Prime, and then we also have a planet in the southern region right here, which is Hort, none of which are on the listing for location. So as it stands right now, it's pretty much useless. Taking a look at your superstore though, as it stands right now, we currently have the AF52 lockdown and we have the AF91 field chemist. We've got both of these having the advanced filtration armor passive with 80% resistance to gas. Definitely worth getting your hands on. But with that out of the way, we have obviously got to talk about the DSS. It's been the biggest conversation over the last few days as it's recently made its return. And since it's made its return, we have very much figured out that it does not seem to run in sync with regards to what's happening on the actual map itself since the Illuminates have come. It's kind of shed a bit of a light on it. Well, B-Vitamin actually responded to this because obviously people were asking why there was no ballot changing when it came to it, and obviously B-Vitamin posted up the following. The vote list is lagging a little bit, but Spheron will be available to deploy the DSS to in the next cycle should the wise Helldivers deem it fit to send it there. Now obviously at the moment we have got 2 planets at around 8 hours remaining on it, which means that we should have around a 5-hour process time period based on what the DSS is saying right now. It means that we are only getting really half of the attack on a defense campaign. It's a little bit frustrating, but we are looking for some positive reinforcement with regards to it. How it's going to operate, we'll have to wait and see. But this major order is pretty much a wipeout with 14 defenses. It's just ridiculous levels. They went on to state a little bit more, though. I don't know the algorithm exactly or how it works. The algorithm list update thing needs some work on MO with a consistently changing target planet. And the recently changed DSS movement timer is sort of highlighting that, I suppose. But Joel is monitoring the situation, so he's making sure it updates. Can't update it live, though, so it will be in the next cycle. Now, I understand how it works to a degree, and I think that actually with the way that they're stating it, it would be a little bit silly to add planets in mid-voting process because people will have already put their votes in, so I guess it makes sense, but it just is a little bit frustrating that that seems to be the case. Hopefully this is something that they work on, and it does seem that Joel is keeping his eye on it, which should mean that the developers are going to start work on this one very soon, or at least have done already. We'll have to take a look into it at a later date, but as of right now, the DSS may well be back, but it is still pretty much rendered useless, or at least for the Illuminate sectors. Moving into another thing though, Mr. Johan actually had responded to somebody's Reddit posting because it was quite an intriguing one. We had this post come up right here stating, anyone else notice this from the movie? The logo used from the announcement of the Helldivers movie at CES Las Vegas was the Helldivers 1 logo rather than the second. I'm not sure if this is an oversight by Sony or purposefully done. Which obviously this could could mean a few different things. It could mean that we are in for a movie based around the Helldivers 1 storyline, or it could mean that they just aren't that clever and Sony messed up yet again. Somebody actually commented on this one and stated that the Helldivers 2 logo has a 2 in it. Big problem for a brand new movie franchise, which actually makes a lot of sense. And Johan responded with, yes, but also a miss in comms to get the right logo. We have updated regular HD logo, but the neutral HD1 logo was used. There's nothing more to it. So we don't really need to worry about that aspect with regards to how it actually operates and what film it's going to be produced by. I think that actually Helldivers 2 will definitely be the showcasing for the film. I don't think it really needs to be much deeper than that. But we've also got more talks on the minigun. You guys seem to run rampant when it comes to this weapon, and you are not failing yet again. So much so that people are stating that the Helldivers 2 minigun implication concept obviously shows an ammo capacity on the backpack, and it looks pretty damn cool. Now, they were having conversations about how it is that a minigun would cool down, and somebody got a little bit angsty about it by stating, absolutely, it's such a pet peeve of mine when a minigun overheats after 15 seconds of shooting, but I can put 1,000 rounds through my assault rifle, no problem. Now, actually, you can tell that they definitely are working on this, or at least looking at concepts for it, because Johan genuinely understands the numbers probably more than he should. It states right here that yes, the maximum rounds to be fired through an AK-5 in a succession was 120, if I remember correctly. M240 was around 200 before barrel change, and the M249 was 400. The point of the minigun is to not have to change barrels. So the only thing that I'm really taking from that is they are genuinely looking into the number process for it. Obviously, a lot of them are military backed, so they may well just know this off top of head. But for me, I think that if you're going to understand the details of some of these things, it means that you must be at least looking at it. I don't know, and maybe that's just me shooting in the dark. Let me know via the comment section what you guys are thinking. But another one right here was something we mentioned yesterday with regards to a heavy resupply, which is there to resupply your FRV, to resupply your mechs, and so much more, which is quite a cool idea. They had it via a drop pod and via a backpack, and Johan actually commented on it, saying that it was a good idea. Now, if it's one thing I've learned from the development studio and the way that they actually operate right now, is that they genuinely get a little bit more vocal when they are liking an idea that they may well incorporate in the future. So we may actually see the heavy resupply at some stage or another, but it seems that they are expanding yet again, as Shams Jorjani posted up this right here, stating that they're really excited to begin the search for the CTO to join the team at Arrowhead, also known as the Chief Technical Officer. Join us and be our technical Gandalf. Need as much signal boost as possible, can get on this one, folks. Now, this was quite a big one, obviously, because when we take a look at what it is that they actually need from a CTO, it states that you'll be the architect of Arrowhead's technical future, leading the way as we push the boundaries of co-op gaming. We need someone who is as comfortable diving into technical problem solving as they are leading strategic discussions. You've stayed hands-on throughout your career, combining technical expertise with leadership skills to guide teams to success. Think of yourself as a coder leader who can write the spell when needed and rally the fellowship to make it happen. You've helped ship games in recent years. Ship games. This is where we're looking into the main aspect of what it is that Arrowhead is essentially going to be doing next. I don't think this is going to be anything with regards to Helldivers or the actual franchise of Helldivers, but it could be with regards to a brand new title that they're looking at bringing out at some stage or another. And I always love it when a game development team starts expanding their main purpose towards other games. We already know that they were looking to make some sort of ship fighter game before they actually dove into Helldivers. They already had an early concept, so this could be leaning back into that area of co-op gaming. So we'll see exactly what it is that they've got on the table, but as of right now, they're looking for a CTO to head the ship. We'll have to wait and see. Moving forward, though, we are in leak territory right now, as Mr. Ironsights has got such a big one that you guys are going to want to see. This is probably one of the greatest pieces of news I've seen in a long time, so if you don't want to see it, now is the point in the video to leave. If you do, stick around. Let's see what it is that's going on right now. Starting off this right here, Ironsights posted up a leak for armor skins, adaptive textures that can be applied to most armor. It works very similarly to the weapon skin system that we saw just yesterday for Forest, Desert, Arctic, and Venus. And these look so damn cool, and I love the factor that there are now actually looking into palette design. For me personally, customization as far as coloring is a really big thing, and it can take a lot of the immersion out. It's not really going to be one of those big things if you can make your character look like a pink polka dot character. For me, it's just not something that is appealing. But having palette design coordination is absolutely incredible. Like, we've already got skins for the Hell Pods and so much more. It seems that that's how they're going to adapt it to the armor for the game. Now, he goes on to state that it is currently limited to the BO1 tactical armor, likely for testing purposes, which is pretty much nailed that one on the head. But as you can see, it just looks absolutely incredible, and I am so here for it. Let me know down in the comment section, if you could have any style of color palette, what would it be? What would it look like? I want to know how many of you guys are really going to push that boundary and get so extravagant out there. But taking a look at your top comments real quickly though, again, people are still talking about the super credits and the movement in it. It's not going to happen, guys. It's not going to happen. But it states right here, people need to shut up about the super credits at the moment. 100% completely agree. We're going to move on from that one. Next up, it states right here, just play the game. Everyone is obsessed with getting everything immediately, then burn themselves out on senseless grinding. I never did any grinding, just played. However, I wanted for a long time, mostly level 7, since a few months, mostly level 10. I was all WBs. Bought 2 of them with real money when the game was still new, and have still over 2,500 super credits saved. I think that we don't need to talk about the super credits anymore. I think that that's pretty much been exhausted out, and everyone really gets the point of what it is that is. So, nonetheless, moving forward right here, it states that Eagle 1 as the protagonist for the Helldivers movie would be terrible. Fans really don't know what they want, and I couldn't agree more, actually. I think that having Eagle 1 as the main protagonist for Helldivers film would be an awful decision. It would just be awful, and something that I just genuinely would not want at all. I don't think that fans don't know what they want, but I think that they are just kind of wanting for something, or at least anything right now. That's my personal opinion. Nonetheless, unfortunately, that's all we got time for today. This one's a bit of a lengthy one already by the looks of the time, at 12 minutes. Blimey. Thanks again if you did get this far. Hit a gold love heart in the comment section below. We may well have some codes for you guys at GamerSub still. Gold heart if you got this far. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you haven't already, like, subscribe. Appreciate your faces, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.